Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome again wherever you are in the world. Um on today. Again, my name is Latrell Allen. Um and I want to piggyback on the topic that I covered last week, talking about finding your wings and what that means. Well, finding your wings, in essence, it means to have the courage to overcome the things in your life that you've gone through, that you've experienced, these these giants, if you will, to face. Okay, having that deep that deep courage to dig deep inside of yourself, to ask yourself, do I have what it takes to face this thing or these things, to overcome them, to grow that confidence on the inside of yourself, um, and to discover who you are on the other side of that, to discover the things that was placed on the inside of you. Obstacles, much like what we are experiencing right now as on the planet, in this world, is this pandemic. This is a huge obstacle for all of us in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And everybody has to ask themselves, how am I going to overcome this? After we assess how this has affected us in every single way, it's then now, okay, taking a moment to assess and say, how do I find a way to work around, to get around this moment that we're in. I was actually watching excuse me, I was watching an interview last night with the director, who was one of very few who actually had the courage to shoot, to do his latest film that he just finished shooting on production last week. And he went through the same process, having to figure out, okay, now that this pandemic has happened and we've gone through all of these things, excuse me, how do I move forward with continuing doing what it is that I've been called to do, that I love to do. And it was just very interesting to see how he navigated, how he made the choice to navigate the thing that he desires, that he loves so much, his passion, and doing it anyway, taking the necessary precautions and the steps and the proper protocols. He still went out and did what it is that he's been given that gift to do. And obstacles are no respecters of persons, right? They happen to all of us, rich, poor, old, young. Nobody's exempt, as we can all see right now. And it's the I think that the biggest thing when it comes to obstacles is how we see them. It's how we see those obstacles, as either opportunities or as the thing that says, oh, I can't, I don't know what to do, I can't do this, or I don't want to do this, or whatever those reasons or excuses or whatever you make up in your head to say, you know what, I can't, or whatever. And it's really all about mindset. It's the idea of seeing the glass as either half empty or half full. And I want to pose a very important question, and I really, really want you to take this in and think about how you see obstacles. I want you to ask yourself, is what is waiting for me on the other side of this thing, of this obstacle or these obstacles? Is it stronger, or is it worth me facing the giant? Is it worth me going through the process to heal, to maneuver, to navigate, whatever it is that I need to do to get around, to get through, to get over this thing that's in my way? Because we all have something. The thing about obstacles is you can either see it as a stepping stone or a straitjacket. You know, it kind of holds you back, and you can just let it what's the word, for the lack of the word that I'm looking for, hinder you. You can let it hold you hostage. And so what is that thing? It's always something on the other side of that obstacle, of that hurdle. So you have to ask yourself, is what's on the other side, is it so strong? Is that thing that I desire, that thing that I want, is it so strong and so deep inside of me that I'm gonna face this thing head on, come hell or hot water, no matter what it is? I'm gonna face it, because what's on the other side is so much more important than my fear of what happened to me, what I've experienced, what I've gone through. And it's not to diminish what you've gone through. What we all go through affects us deeply in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But you have to ask yourself, is what is waiting on me, is what is waiting for me, that promise, that thing that God told me, that whatever I feel that I heard, or whatever that thing that I desire, that thing that's so strong that I want, is it worth me going around, going through, going over, under, however to get over and through that obstacle, around that obstacle? Is it stronger than my fear? Right? So the only difference between people who succeed, however that's defined to them, or those who don't, is the decision to say no matter what, or they ask themselves, how do I get around this? How do I get through this, over this, so that I can get to that thing that's waiting for me on the other side, that thing that I want, that thing that I desire? So I really want you guys to take that in and think about that. What is it that you really want? What is that thing that's sitting deep inside of you, that's so strong, that's so loud, that's so evident in your mind, that regardless of what you've gone through, what you've experienced, ask yourself, do I want this so bad? That is this thing that's waiting for me, that's waiting on me, that's so strong that I'm going to go and get it. I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to break through this wall, go around it, go through it, underneath it, to go get that thing, whatever that is. So I hope that you guys got something from this few moments in me sharing this. And I want you guys to tune in next week, same time, next Friday, 9 a.m., because I'm going to share with you my story and the things that I overcame to get to where I am, and my processes. So join me next week as we continue on this journey together. And follow me at Instagram at Latrell Allen. Same thing at Twitter, Latrell Allen, Facebook, Latrell Allen, and also on YouTube at Latrell Allen, as we all continue on this journey forward, as we overcome our obstacles, find our confidence, discover who we are, towards finding our wings. All right. So you guys take care. Have a blessed one, and we'll talk soon.